Hello, Shelley Ramus, Volunteer Specialist with the Iowa 4-H Youth Development Program. In this week's weekly volunteer development video, we will continue our focus on the youth needs as defined in our 4-H equation. In previous weeks, we have highlighted the youth needs of independence, belonging, and mastery. In this week's video, we will focus on the last youth need of generosity. Youth need to feel their lives have meaning and purpose. By exploring 4-H community service and citizenship activities, youth can connect to communities and learn to give back to others. As volunteers, ways that you can encourage and support the youth need of generosity include ideas such as having your group adopt a specific service project that fits their interests and abilities and also meets a community need. Clubs can also arrange tours of local sites and opportunities to get involved. Encourage youth to consider the feelings of others. What are ways in your club that you can encourage youth to reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and ways that they can provide generosity? Set up mentoring opportunities where youth learn from others. Mentoring benefits include increased self-esteem and also a sense of accomplishment. If we look at the document, Meeting the Needs of the Youth, which can be found in your new volunteer notebooks, as well as on the Volunteer Resources webpage, we can explore more on the youth need of generosity. In regards to the 4-H environment under Service to Communities, we reflect on the emphasis of our 4-H pledge's focus on the importance of larger service and recognizing responsibility for the welfare of others. Service opportunities help young people focus on developing concern for others and taking action to demonstrate that concern. One of the ways that the Iowa 4-H website supports volunteers and 4-H youth in learning more about generosity and opportunities for service to others is through our webpage on service learning. So if you type in the search function, service learning, we can go to the service learning webpage where staff, volunteers, and youth can review resources and gain a better understanding of service learning and also gaining new ideas. There are also several resources offering a guide to service learning, lessons, and ideas for volunteer club leaders. For example, Helping Hands, a 4-H leader's guide to service learning projects. Resources such as Helping Hands includes an introduction to service learning with lessons on team building and service, community mapping, project selection and planning, project planning, meaningful action, reflection, and celebration. In addition to these three resources, volunteers, staff, families can find other resources such as the 4-H Learner Guide to Service Learning, Service Learning Standards and Best Practices, and Service Learning Agents of Change curriculum. We also have a new resource on the Volunteer Resources webpage, so let's go ahead and go to the Volunteer Resources page. On the Volunteer Resources page, under Leader Resources, volunteer leaders can find a new resource titled Service Learning. This resource was designed specifically for volunteers on the topic of service learning. This is a great grab-and-go two-sided resource for volunteers as well as for staff and our families looking to learn more on service learning. We hope this video has given you ideas and resources on ways that you can encourage the youth need of generosity with the youth that you work with. This concludes our 4-video series on the youth needs of belonging, mastery, independence, and generosity. Thank you for watching and thank you for all that you do.